Hi everybody, it's Hoarder the Board here again, and I hope you're all having a great day. And I got Mezo. Funny story about Mezo. A few years ago at Essen, I could have bought it. I didn't. I was like, damn, I should have bought it, but I wanted to demo it first because there was no review. It was new at the fair. I think it was 2 years ago, or maybe even 3 years ago, and I think it was 3 years ago. Then 2 years ago, I went back and couldn't find it there. It was a little bit harder to get it, I think, here, and maybe I didn't look well enough because I forgot it for some time. And I was like, yeah, okay, let's just forget about it. Don't obsess with it. But I really want this game because I really like the pictures. Then reviews came out on the dice and so on. So I was like, hey, my interest is peaked in this game again. And 2 years ago at Essen, Medigo, which Colossal kind of like falls under, they always have this mystery box you can buy for 50 euros. And they had like different tiers. This year they didn't have the tiers. You just bought a box and you don't know what could be in it. They didn't put the tiers up at the entrance of their booth where you could buy the stuff and you could buy the boxes. But last year they had different tiers. The highest tier was Kemet, Blood and Sand. And I was like, if I get that one, that's okay. That game is very good. But I wanted this game, and I didn't buy the box, or I didn't get the thing out of the box. I can't remember if I bought the box or not. It's been like, okay, it's been 2 years, but I should have remembered. But the thing is, okay, I think I didn't. I was like, yeah, no, I didn't buy the box. And I was like, nah, you know what? It's too much of a risk because there were the other tiers that were lower. And this year they had the box again, and it's like, maybe they have Mezo, but they didn't put up the tiers. So because they didn't put up the tiers, I was like, you know what? Whatever I get out of the box, I hope I get Mezo. I didn't. I got Wingspan out of it, and Wingspan is a fine game. It's like a game to keep. But the thing is, a lot of my friends have Wingspan. If I want to play Wingspan, and the thing is, sometimes you want some stuff into your collection as well. I was like, you know what? If I have Wingspan, I have to buy all the expansions, which I would love to do. And I was like, I have so many games that I want to buy expansions for first. So let me sell Wingspan, because I got out of the booth and there was a friend of mine that I haven't seen for a long time at this, and he said like, and I said like, I opened it up and he was there and he was like, I was like, it's Wingspan. Yeah, I was hoping for Mezo, and he was like, you know what? The year before I got Mezo and it's been opened but not played with, and we're not gonna play it, so we're gonna sell it. I was like, I would love to buy it from you, and I finally bought it today because we couldn't figure out how to meet. And like, you know what? Today at my volunteer work, I'm kind of like close by. I still have to travel a little bit, but I can come your way and I can buy it from you if you want to. So I bought it. So it's been opened. I took the board out, so the board is here. I'm going to show you the board a little bit later because it was a little bit higher. So let's just get into it. So Mezo is by Colossal Games. It's 2 to 4 players, as you on the side. 90 to 120 minutes, 14, 18, 14 and up. And I really love the color scheme. I love the cover. It's such a cool. It looks like a. It's like a game that was. I think it flew under the radar. Let me know, you guys, if you have this game, if you ever heard of it. Has it been played at your gaming group in the past when it came out, when it was hot? I'm really curious, and I'm really curious because it's already been opened. I checked the contents just to see how it was. Things have not been punched out, so it's a time of blood, a ritual of war. Gods walk among the tribes, each hungering for the devotion that gives them form. Many they may be, but which will endure the ages above all others. Mezo is an innovative area control game for 2 to 4 players. Inspired by Mayan mythology, players control a god and a tribe of warriors, shamans, and a single champion. These tribes will clash for dominance, build pyramids, and make sacrifice to gain immense power, all in the name of their god. I love that they put components here. It's not always mandatory. BGG is a good form for that. You see the minis, the board, cards, tokens. So let's get into it. From Colossal Games. Before we open it, let's take a look at the playmat. Let's put it aside. The thing is, the playmat, it looks new. It hasn't been used at all. So it has two sides. I don't know if there's a different, maybe for player count. So there's this. I think it was because of a more difficult kind of board, or a board that is more simple. So, as you see, point marker here. It has 1 in 100, which usually they put just 1 in. I'm just nitpicking here on other games. Looks cool. There's something here with Immortal Calendar, Heroic Codex, Conflicts. All these areas which you can control. I think you put the gods here. And it's more like that. I think you put some tiles up here, and the rest of the board is just like that. You can shuffle a little bit so you can see the whole board. And let's look at the back. The back is, I think, oh, is it the same? Yes, it is. Oh, now I'm going against my own lamp. That's a more. It looks like a more simpler version. I like the other side better. This looks okay, but the other side looks way better. So, with that being said, let's get into the box. I just did a quick glance. So we have these tiles. Okay, cardboard. These look nice. So we have some, I think these are the maybe pyramids. Some mitigation of maybe powers, +1, +2, +3. Some little tokens here. These are the player colors, the pyramids maybe that you would make. Let's put this to the side. We have some other tokens here too. Some small tokens here. This is for the areas that can be scored, I think. Some small tokens. Looks really cool. So we have here the rulebook. I think we have some extra pyramids here. Maybe these are just for like supplemental. Maybe you don't need it unless you, or maybe you do need it. I don't know. Sometimes they put these in here like, oh, you have some extra pieces if you ever lose them. But so we have Mezo. So we have here all our components. Like I said, this is strength reminder tokens. We have our 4 god miniatures, which look great. So there's some, oh, not completely in the frame. So important concept and terms, action card, archetypes. The devotion is a thing. Oh, these are the levels of the pyramids you can build. So pyramids resolve an action and abilities and gain victory points. Presence, and this is that dark track, I think. Special zone, Shibalba, game terms and keywords. Usually those are in the back, but maybe they thought it's better to be here. Then you go to setup. You have some setup, quite I think involved, but it's still one page. And there's a 2-player variant which has a setup here. Usually that's always also in the back. but it's not that much, so it's good that they put it here. Sometimes you have to choose if you want to put that in the back or at the front, but this is actually quite nice that they could fix it and put it into one page, in 2 pages. I mean, all the setup, gameplay. There's a start of age step, tribe step, god step, conflict step, and end of age step. Start of age step, tribe step, god step, a conflict step, and a god action cards. It's all described here. Resolving the conflict. What your champion, glyphs, shamans, wars, and bonuses do. What kind of strength they give you. There are some blessed regions that you have to contend to as well. And end of age step. I thought it would be bigger. I think it's more straightforward than you think, maybe. I don't know. Maybe just you have to have some tactics behind the game. So, then we have this. These are your player boards. Huh. They look flimsy, but they're still not as flimsy as most boards. It's it's more sturdy. It doesn't bend all the way through. So yeah, there are 2 sides. I don't know if they're different. Level 1, 2, and 3. Huh. Okay. So the same. Maybe just this double printed, or maybe for less players. I don't see any difference. So awaken build. Awaken build. I think they're just the same. These have the benefit, if something happens to one side of the board, you can just flip it over. But I'm not 100% sure if they're the same, but I think they are. There's these nice color schemes, so yeah. Yep, this was in a plastic bag, so I'm gonna look through these a little bit later. Oh, let's just go to baggies. Still baggies in here. Before we go to the minis. Okay. Let's go through some cards. Oops. So let's go through some cards. Let me put this a little bit there. See, this will give a good background for the card because of my light table. I love the art. Look at this. These are the gods. Kukulkan. Ishel. Kukulkan is the endless sky. Ishel is the waxing moon. Kabrakan is the quaking mountain. Oh, it's a bit. Maybe I should just. Our Puch, the consuming rod. Oh, these are, I think, player references. Oh, these are the cards for your gods. So this is for this god, what you can do. Like Vengeance, Fervor, Legacy, Edict, and Task. I don't know if they're all the same, to be honest. Legacy, Vengeance, Fervor. Ah, Edict and Task. Oh, everybody has the same kind of deck to do actions. Yeah, and these are for these gods. Let me just put things like this, just like this. Okay, so this here. Let's put this there. These are the back of these cards. The other cards, this one only has one. So they have move units, blah 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 blah. Push someone's equal to current age. Okay, I have to check it out if everything's complete, but I think it is. So we have some rings, of course. Let's put these out. You can easily grab the minis. They're a little bit mixed because it was in a plastic bag. Let's start with the green. They have these guys. It's not, you cannot see it very well, but like this it looks like a lizard, like this like a man, because it has like a, the lizard's like a headpiece. Looks really cool. Are there any differences? Let's take a few of them out. Yeah, then we have these guys. So it doesn't really focus that well. I'm just going to take them out and check them. Ah, they all have their own champion, which is, for the lizard ones, I think it's this one. Yeah, that's really cool. Oh, it's difficult to check because of the color. It has an axe. I think this one's for the green one. The blue ones have these guys with also a different headpiece, but they're not hiding in their headpiece. Let me just check if there's any difference. Then we have, I think there are two types of bows. These have some swords. And then for this one, their champion is, I don't know which one is their champion, to be honest. I think it's this one. Yeah, so it's not really focusing. I have to get a better camera. Hopefully something on Black Friday comes up as a camera. So I already showed this one. Yeah, this one I did show. Oh, now it's focusing. Just checking. Oh, they're a bit stuck together. I think these are all kind of the same, mostly. Oh no, they're still different. They're the normal dudes with the swords. This one has a ponytail, so. So this one is holding up a skull or something. So yeah. And for this one, the champion is, I think that's this one. This has like a skull face. Yeah. So then the last champion is the red champion from the red tribe. These guys with the blow darts. Hope you can see they have like these. I thought they were holding guns, like that cannot be. This one has a bit more shine, so you can't really see it. Yeah, so. And this is their champion. I think these are the champions, it can be. So this is only one champion, so it must be these. So those are the things here. I think this is for the champion, the rings, and then we have the bigger rings for your gods. So let's leave things as they are. You have this you can take out, and there's some space in here. Let me just see if there's nothing here. So yeah. Then we take a look at the miniatures. Oh, these look so good. So chunky. Look at this. This looks amazing. I would love to paint these. Because they're so chunky, they're a little bit easier to paint. Wow. Look at that. And we have this snake god. It's really cool. It looks like it's on a wave. This is just great. Very great miniature. It's kind of funny that this is also a miniature. It doesn't look mini to me. It's also cool with the skeleton. I can paint this like a fun blue, like a jade blue. And she's standing on it. Let's look at the picture. This looks so cool. And this is like a genie. So he's pouring the water, but his hair also, he sits on his hair and he's riding the waves. That's little wave. This looks amazing. And basically that's it. I'm surprised about the minis and about like there are more cars, but I think this is it. Maybe there's some expansions that I can buy. I will have to look into it. So thank you guys for watching. This has been an unboxing of finally my copy of Mezo, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye bye, take care.